A few years ago, you couldn't go onto TikTok without seeing a user by the name of Khaby Lame on your For You page. His videos were simple and quirky and made fun of the outrageous life hacks that weren't really life hacks. Khaby did this without saying a single word. It was simple and the videos weren't normally longer than 30 seconds.
Twerk while in a split.
Because these videos were funny and straight to the point, at pointing out how dumb people could be, Khaby started to get a lot of attention. But before I even go on any further, we have to start from the beginning. Khaby Lame grew up in Italy, and in 2020, Khaby was working as a factory worker making a mere $1,000 per month. But when the pandemic happened, that's when things in Khaby's life started to change. He was fired from his factory job and started posting onto the TikTok platform just as a joke, not even realizing what could happen if these videos take off. These videos that were posted by Khaby poked fun at the dumbest life hacks that were taking over the internet at the time. Side note, I don't know how we got through the dumb life hack era on YouTube. 5-minute crafts and all these other YouTube channels were so filled with brain rot and life hacks that weren't even life hacks. I don't even know how we got through it. It's either that or they just re-upload the same exact life hacks onto a different video and act like these are new life hacks. I don't know how we got through it. And I think that's a huge reason why people liked Khaby's content, because he called these life hacks out for being dumb and not actual life hacks. Not only that, but he never had to say a single word, which made the videos simple, but also made it to where everyone from around the world were able to enjoy his videos without having to use captions. Khaby's videos were really simple to make, and because of this, he could make multiple videos in one sitting, which made his consistency skyrocket. And the more he posted to the TikTok platform, the more views he'd receive. And with the increase in views, also increased his follower count. But this wouldn't be without controversy. In 2021, Khaby was called out for some videos that he made with slight hints of body shaming and misogyny. A video on TikTok went viral showing a couple of these instances. At the start of the video, the uploader wrote, "Exposing at Khaby Lame. If you still support him after this video, you're disrespectful and disgusting."
Exposing at KHAby.lane if you still support him after this bit are disrespectful. And is basically saying all women care about are when men clean, etc. Body shaming these beautiful girls and his caption saying you can't have it all. Making fun of people cutting themselves.
In the comments of this TikTok, users wrote, "No, but the people who are saying I still support him, stay mad, are the people who attack Charlie every time she did something. And I don't even know how y'all defending him. He only has a platform because y'all want him to pass Charlie, and some of y'all are saying it's a joke. Jokes are supposed to be funny." And finally, one comment that pretty much foreshadows the trajectory of Khaby's online reputation, which read, "When Charlie hit 100 million, everyone started canceling her. History repeats itself, not gonna lie." Now, the majority of these comments were from Charli D'Amelio fans who were upset that Khaby was about to pass her in followers. So I wouldn't really be surprised if these videos were resurfaced by Charli fans, but nonetheless, these were videos that Khaby made that were somewhat offensive to some people. During this time, there were a ton of Reddit posts as well on the r/unpopular opinion subreddit where people gave their unpopular opinion about Khaby being unfunny, or lame. Like this post from a Reddit user which read, Khaby Lame is boring, not funny, predictable, low effort, and famous just because he uses other people's content. I liked his content at the beginning with the rise of stupid life hacks on TikTok, but now he's really out of ideas and totally misses the point of some TikToks. Found a compilation of his TikToks on YouTube and I thought to check him out after some time, and it is really cringe. 90% of his TikToks are low effort and completely missing the point of TikToks he is making fun of. Like for example, a TikTok where a guy is complicating opening milk for 30 seconds, just for it to spill everywhere outside of the glass. Then Khaby naturally opens milk the normal way. Why? The punchline of the first TikTok was obviously the milk spilling after a complicated intro of opening, not the opening. Or a guy is washing a dude's back full of some kind of grease with some chemicals, and Khaby steps into the bathroom and points at the shower. That's grease. It won't come off with water and soap. Come on. List goes on and on and on and on. He has a few quality vids, but that's it. He shouldn't deserve the recognition he's got right now. I really have nothing against the guy, just that there are some people who put real effort and can't get through. I don't think that's fair. And another post that read, I really hate Khaby Lame. For those of you that are out of the loop, Khaby Lame is a TikToker that makes videos where he reacts to life hacks and shows a proper way to do it. That isn't problematic. But the problem is that everybody says he is the savior to TikTok, and I hate it. He adds nothing. He just sits there and does a gesture. I don't understand how he got this successful. He doesn't have any talent and doesn't deserve this success. These were just other examples of foreshadowing of Khaby's future reputation. Now, even though the video came out and the Reddit posts were made and other Reddit posts were made as well, and it became a stain on Khaby's character, he was still able to grow a ton within a few months. And by the time anyone noticed, Khaby was already getting a push from other creators to surpass Charli D'Amelio for most followed creator on TikTok.
Creator just passed Addison Rae in followers. This makes him the most second followed person on the app. Rae has like 81.7 million. Khaby Lame passed her with 82 million followers. Makes him the most followed male on the app. He's trailing right behind Charli D'Amelio, who's growing at the rate that he is going to pass Charli D'Amelio. The spot as the most followed person on the app.
Let's talk about Khaby passing Charli in followers. He's TikTok's second most followed creator after passing Addison Rae last month. He passed her when she had 81.5 million followers, and now he has 98.6 million followers. Let's break it down to see how many followers he needs to pass Charli and how long it's going to take him. I made a video about him on July 6th, and at the time he had 83.6 million followers. That means he's gotten 15 million followers in a month and 500,000 per day. Charli has 121.7 million followers and gains around 100,000 per week. Taking that into account, it would take Khaby 46 days to pass Charli in followers, or September 20th. Follow so you can come back and see the exact day Khaby passes Charli and see if my guess was right.
He did eventually pass her in followers on the 22nd of June 2022. And regardless of what everyone else may have felt about his content, it really didn't matter when you're the king of TikTok. And since he was the king of TikTok, this gave him a bunch of benefits like red carpet appearances and collaborations with huge brands. Khaby was reaping the benefits from passing Charli D'Amelio, and allegedly one single sponsored post from Khaby would have him cashing in $750,000. This was huge for him. At only 24 years old, he'd make it onto the Forbes 30 under 30 list. And this was a stark contrast from him working at a factory job for only $1,000 a month. After surpassing Charli, Khaby continued to post these funny videos at a consistent rate. But eventually, he slowly stopped being plastered all over everyone's For You page. Just like I said at the beginning of the video, Khaby was on everyone's For You page. But now, I completely forgot about the dude and his content, which was crazy because I actually was following him and I liked his content as well, like actually physically liked the content so that it would be on my For You page. But after a while, it just wasn't there anymore. I was very confused. I actually, like I said, I'm being genuine when I forgot about Khaby Lame. Even though he was the biggest content creator on TikTok, his content stopped flooding everyone's For You page. And when I looked at his page, his views are still hovering around 1 million to 5 million views, which is just a fraction of the views that he once received back in his heyday. Back in his heyday, he was like receiving around 450 million views. And every single one of his most popular TikToks are like over 100 million views, which is insane. He'd also stopped posting as much to his page because he'd be busy outside of TikTok, like doing different gigs or actually trying to get into acting, which is pretty cool. But eventually it seemed like everyone just started to hate Khaby, and it's because of the reasons that I stated before with like the Reddit posts and everything else. People felt like he brought nothing to the video itself, and the real entertainment was a video before he corrected the life hack. People also just got bored of his videos, and it started to become repetitive. There's only so many times where he can hit this pose before people start to get bored and move on to the next viral creator. I think that's the issue with being TikTok famous opposed to YouTube famous. Regardless of if you're the biggest creator on the platform, that fame doesn't last as long as people may think. I feel like Khaby's fans lost interest in his content the moment he passed Charlie for most followers on TikTok. Now Khaby's comments on his TikToks are filled with comments like, "Bro is still dragging it," and "Just let it go, bro." And finally, he really needed to hit that 1 minute mark. All of these comments have high likes, which means that a lot of people may agree with them, which is once again a stark contrast to the reputation that he used to have and the reputation that he has now. Khaby Lame was able to defy the odds with videos that were so simple and easy to make. But just like reaction channels back in 2016 like Jinx, people do not like it if you get famous off of something so easy that they think that they can do. People simply hate Khaby because he was able to profit off of reactions without even speaking, and for like 5 seconds of him actually being on video. Even though it got boring, he still has a huge following and brands will still continue to pay him a bag to promote their products. And I'm sure he'll be fine, even if his views drop even lower. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if he has made enough money to simply retire if he needed to, which is kind of crazy because he's only been the most followed TikTok creator for about a year and a half, or almost 2 years now. So it's crazy to see that if he played his cards right, then he could retire if he really wanted to. But how do you feel about Khaby Lame? Do you think his videos are boring or that he deserves all of the hate that he's getting? Or do you think he deserves his fame? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to help us get closer to 200,000 subscribers. Now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.